hear from you. Our testimonial lines are open. And why do we want to hear from you? Well, because these have been very, very popular. This is his Mighty Flex Gummies, a 30-day supply for the very first time on a Buy More Save. So you save $8 on each additional set. That means the first 30-day supply is $44.98. The second is $36.98. How are your joints feeling? Are you able to be as active as you want to be? How are you feeling in terms of your gut health? Are you getting enough fiber? Are you getting enough vitamin C? I have a statistic for you. The majority of Americans aren't getting the daily recommendation of vegetables and fruits. In fact, 90% of you aren't getting enough of your vegetables. We have got that all fixed with America's, as I like to call him, #1 heart doctor, Stephen Gundry. He is the one who brings us one of his most popular and tasty daily treats, I like to call it, that takes care of all the things I just talked about. Your joints, your activity, your gut, your fiber, your vegetables, your fruit, and it tastes like candy. That's why I want to hear from you. Our testimonial lines are open. Give us a call. Dr. Stephen Gundry took some time out from his busy work with patients, still even today, to talk to us about these back at lowest price I've seen them and a Buy More Save. Hi, Dr. Gundry. How are you?
Kirsten, great to see you again.
Thanks for being here. I love having you here. Tell us about this one. You do a lot of great supplements for us, but why the Flex?
Well, the Mighty Flex I designed for actually a couple of reasons. Number one, my wife and I do a lot of hiking, and we're in our mid-70s now. And as most of my patients will tell you, joint comfort becomes pretty important the older we get. And there was an exciting new compound called Q-Actin, which actually comes from a species of cucumber that in a human trial showed that you can actually improve joint comfort, joint knee comfort, and joint health against a placebo. And when I saw that, there's a lot of other things that you can take. But this one was actually a placebo-controlled trial in humans. And it's funny, yesterday I was at Gundry MD headquarters down in Los Angeles, and my wife, Penny, called me and said, hey, you know, we're going on a trip in 2 weeks, and we're going to do a lot of hiking. You better bring home some more Mighty Flex. And so actually this
so
is...
true. It's so true.
Yeah.
We have it for the very first time for you to be able to get moving like Dr. Gundry and his wife, like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people out there who come to not only Dr. Gundry and his website, but us here at QVC in order to feel better. It is the very first time we've done this on a Buy More Save. So you want this for more than 30 days. You want this for the rest of your life. We do not have an auto delivery on this, but we do have a Buy More Save. So the first 30-day supply that you're going to get for you, but maybe you want to get more than one because you have a spouse or a partner. The first one's going to be $44.98, very low price from what it usually is. And the second's going to be $36.98. Everybody gets it on Easy Pay. If you don't have your health and you don't feel like being able to participate in your life, what is the purpose of even the shopping that you're doing with us here at QVC? This is one of the most important things that you can pick up because it helps you to feel like you want to enjoy the great clothing and everything else that we have here at QVC. And we trust Dr. Gundry because he's one of the only doctors that we bring in and do supplements here. We don't have very many. We only have the best. And Dr. Gundry is who we trust. So yes, you can go to a store with the door and buy some box of pills and you're not quite sure of the efficacy or how good it is for you, but we know and trust Dr. Gundry. And that goes back to the ingredients that you put in it, Doctor.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I didn't just start with Q-Actin. Most people don't know that we're one of the few animals that don't make vitamin C. Yeah. We have to actually acquire it in our diet. And sadly, most people think, well, I'll have a glass of orange juice and that'll be fine. Unfortunately, Kirsten, as you and I know, orange juice is basically a giant glass of
all sugar.
All sugar. And so I put a full day's intake of vitamin C in these gummies. And we now know that vitamin C, again, we don't make it. I wish we did, but we don't. It's really important for immune health. It's an antioxidant. And most people don't know you have to have vitamin C to actually build collagen, which of course is so important in our joints and our skin.
And everywhere else as well that we think about.
And so why not, get some vitamin C in a delicious tasting gummy?
Absolutely. So just to recap, and we haven't even gone through all of it, you're getting Q-Actin, which we're talking about joint support and the way your knees feel and the ways you move through your life and say yes. We're talking about vitamin C, which we all know has a big deal to do with immunity. We're also talking about fiber, which is so important. When I work with my health coaching clients, it's one of the first things that I make sure that they're getting enough of. And here's the story. Most of you aren't getting enough of it.
Absolutely right. Unfortunately, most gummies are basically sugar. So what I wanted to do is get people a gummy that tastes great, tastes sugary, but it's actually fiber, which gives you that feeling in the gummy. And there's actually 4 grams of fiber in this serving. Fiber is so important for our gut health, for our digestive health. Believe it or not, fiber feeds friendly bacteria. It helps the heart. That's how I got interested in fiber. And why not get your fiber not in some awful cardboard tasting thing or in a capsule or powder? Have it in a delicious gummy. So that texture is actually a fiber called inulin, which is incredibly important in feeding good bacteria.
So for the fiber alone, I would say grab this. But I also want you to be able to move through your life better with that Q-Actin. I also want you to be able to fight whatever is going around better with that vitamin C. More than 700 picked up. Everybody's doing it on the Buy More Save. So that means you save $8 on each additional one. We do not get Dr. Gundry very often. He is still, to this day, every day it seems, seeing patients and trying to keep people healthy by being proactive about it, by bringing us these things for you to take. We haven't even talked about how good this tastes. When people say, I have a sweet tooth, I don't know how to get off of my sweet tooth, I always say, try a Dr. Gundry gummy, because they don't have sugar, they don't have sugar alcohols in them either, but they satisfy your sweet tooth because they are so tasty. It has this like blueberry, citrusy, just so yummy, and no aftertaste to it at all, doctor.
No, absolutely. In fact, we were talking about it. I think it tastes like black currant, but a lot of people don't eat a lot of black currants in the United States.
Right.
Yeah. So, I think it's black currant. The other thing that's great about these gummies don't stick to your teeth. They don't pull out your fillings.
You're not going like this after, right?
Yeah, that's a concern. And you'll notice the color. This color is actually from the other important ingredients. It's really in all my products.
That are all in them. Like, this is the actual ingredients you're seeing.
Yeah. These are polyphenols from plants. And if anybody's listened to me long enough, we now know that polyphenols are an incredibly important prebiotic for our gut bacteria. And these polyphenols are potent antioxidants. And quite frankly, the more polyphenols we can get into our diet, the healthier we are overall. Unfortunately, eating polyphenols or buying them at the store are really expensive. And, we all go to the farmer's market or we all buy a basket of blueberries, and they are expensive, but number 2, they often go bad by the time we eat them.
Absolutely.
So the other problem is that a lot of these fruits and vegetables have a lot of sugar in them. So I took the polyphenols from these products and extracted them, threw away the sugar. So the color you see, the flavor you see is actually from these plant compounds. And again, the more of these I can get into you, the healthier you are. And
they taste fantastic.
Great.
I have to let you know, we're very busy. QVC.com is the best place to go. 1,400 now picked up. Everybody's doing Buy More Save. So the first one, super low price of $44.98. That's close to a today's special value price. Second one, $36.98 if I'm doing my math right. $8 off each additional one. So get them for you, get them for your spouse, your older children as well. But use QVC.com or your mobile apps because they're going fast. This is the #1 thing that you can do, that you can spend your money on, is your health. It's your wellness. It's your ability to enjoy your life. We're talking about joint health. We're talking about gut health. We're talking about vitamin C and immunity, and they taste great.
Well, I'm over here listening to you. Hi, Dr. Gundry. I'm Amy Strand.
Hey, Amy, how are you?
But we never get to hang out that often. But I love that you two are telling me how many things I'm going to check off my list here.
Yeah.
You know I need fiber. I hit 45, so I get to make an exciting appointment this year. My doctor told me.
I had my first one a couple months ago. We'll talk.
Okay, tell me, because I haven't made my appointment yet, but I was told it's time to get more fiber. But I know I need vitamin C. When you talk about antioxidants, I love that this is going to check off so many things that I need to start putting into my life.
It's so true. This doesn't just impact C. This isn't just polyphenols. It's also that fiber for digestive health. It's also Q-Actin for joint mobility and comfort. And it is kind of a miracle. I know people probably call you a miracle worker all the time, doctor, and you're just doing your job, but it's kind of a miracle that you're able to do all of that without sugar or sugar alcohols.
Yeah, and that's whenever I develop a product, I can't stand the amount of sugar that people eat, and I want to give them all the flavor they want, and I want to make something that they'll actually look forward to eating and chewing and enjoying that's actually going to give them multiple health benefits. And with my patients, and I actually start my office as soon as I get off with you. On Saturday, I see patients all day on Saturday and Sunday because I see miracles every day. But here's something that people will actually take. They don't go, oh, I gotta chew this, or I've got to swallow this capsule. So I've designed all my products so that people will actually look forward to enjoying it.
And should we take one or two?
Well, I like two.
12, but no, two. It does have fiber and inulin in it, but and what's important is I have a hard time getting people to be compliant with their vitamins. This you'll be compliant with because it tastes great. Remember, buy more, save. $6 off each additional one. Over 2,200 now spoken for. Doctor, you have an important job we don't want to keep you from, but thank you so much for being here.
Hey, it's great seeing you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
They're delicious.
So good, right?
I can see why you said 12.
It's seriously, it's like having candy. All right, here's what's coming up. Don't forget, if those are in your cart, please check out. I am so thrilled to have Fiona Summers in because perfect combo for you to pick up right now. $9 on Easy Pay for this, $8 on Easy Pay to get all the